Welcome back to the Man Cave. Waswere here, coming at you with the third episode of my Slayer series where I try to get full Sirenic from scratch. I started off the episode with the Nihils task, and for those I killed the smoke Nihils, racking up the avian sea talons to make the Nihil pouches. Very good money, very quick task, like it. I parlayed this into a Muspa task afterwards where I was starting to have some fun and went to try to get a 20k Omni power, and I was actually able to pull that off. After the Muspa task, I had a Dark Beast task where I was able to pick up a Trisk fragment. I'm now 1 key away from finishing my second one, and after this I went to the Ascension dungeon and I was able to get some keys, specifically a Primus and a Sextus key. So after being in the Ascension dungeon, I headed to the top of the Slayer tower to kill some Abyssal demons. I got a whip, the 5th in the series. Wish it would have been a wand or an orb. And then I went on to Irits, and these guys, they're great money and everything. Just these Pharaoh rings, they're gonna kill me one day. Every beam. Just a ferocious ring every single time. With GXP coming around the corner, I thought Celestials would be a great moneymaker. Unfortunately, they aren't that good. Only 1 mil in this 1 hour. That doesn't include Spring Cleaner or coin drops. But still, I really thought there would be more. Maybe it was just a bad hour. The 250 crims and 25 blues, though, are still really nice for about a 45-minute task. Pretty uneventful Dark Beast and Irit tasks, just some not very valuable beams, including a Ferocious Ring and a Shield left half. It's nice to finally get a valuable beam. 98 Runite ore is about 1 mil, so that's pretty good. And I go back to Irit, and I get a beam that isn't a Ferocious Ring. About 1,000 coal. Not as good as the 98 Runite ore from Muspas, but still pretty good. For my Water Fiends task, I tried killing them in the Chaos Tunnels for the first time, and boy have I been missing out. I got about an extra 10 to 15% kills per hour, getting upwards of 600 per hour. That's about 450 crims in 1 hour, so it's pretty damn good. There we go, a scale. Oh, thought that was a Ferocious Ring for a second. At Abbey Demons, I was able to snag 161 Onyx Bolts. I think this might just be the most valuable drop yet, at about 1.3, 1.4 mil. Don't think I have anything to eclipse it. After hopping a couple times, I was able to find an empty world and right away get a Sextus key. That's good karma for hopping and not crashing, I think. And the good karma continues as I finally get the pair of Ascension grips that I've been waiting for. Never gotten them as a drop before. Just really wanted them. Let's let the gloves continue. Automaton Tracers drop me some pneumatic gloves. Now melee gloves, range gloves, just need some hand wraps. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to pick up any gloves at Irits like my previous 2 tasks, but I was able to get a couple Ferocious Rings and parlay that right into a Dark Bow at Dark Beast. The Dark Bow isn't the only drop I got there, as I'm able to get scale number 10. We're now in double digits, almost an 1/8 of the way there. Back at Celestials, I tried to change up my strategy a bit. I switched over to starting to use Ascension Bolts instead of Dragonbane Bolts with my Ascension Crossbows, and it sped up kills, about 10% extra kills per hour. I'm up to close to 230 kills per hour, so just much better. If you're using tier 80s, still stick with D-Banes, just to be safe, because that's where you really need the accuracy. The Muspa task didn't have too much special about it, just the regular high mage experience, high slayer experience tasks that I love. However, when I went back to Celestials for the final Celestial task of this episode, I lucked in and got a Vizzy, my 3rd one so far. The final task of this episode was a completely new task to me. I had never killed Glaycores before this task. I recently enabled them on, so I still really don't know what I'm doing killing them. But I think I'm doing okay. I'm getting it down to 20k, killing the Sapping Glaciate to preserve my prayer, and then getting on the Enduring Glaciate with a bleed and running away, and killing the Unstable Glaciate last, to make sure that the final 20k LP of the Glaycore goes pretty smoothly. Hopefully I can get better at them and get mad mage experience there. Now into the price check for the 3rd episode of this series. And let's see what it is. 80.788 mil GP. most of which is dominated by the bars, the herbs, the Vizzies, the Dragon Maces, and most of all, the Spring Cleaner drops. The Spring Cleaner adds up to 40 of the 80 mil there, which is a hefty sum. The second inventory coming up now is a little bit smaller, but still quite well at 18.48 mil. Most of this is the Ascension Keys and all the Celestial Dragon drops. The third inventory and final inventory contains all the very small drops and the recent rare drops, including the coin drops, the pneumatic gloves, and the Ascension grips, and the Onyx bolts. In total, that adds up to 122.9 mil in about 41 hours of work. So that is a little over, it is basically 3 mil per hour for the series so far. And in total, I have about 6k crims and 1200 blues to add to the total. In total, the series is up to 41.4 hours and 10 scales, meaning I'm on pace to finish in 350 hours. And in that time, I will also gain about 62 mil Slayer experience, which I'm perfectly okay with. The list grew this episode, having Avian Seas, Calgarian Demons, and Glaycores. Unfortunately, my Avian Sea and Calgarian Demon clips were lost. Don't know where they went, but they were lost. And in total, there's now a fight at the top for most common monster between Abyssal Demons and Dark Beasts. I wonder which one will win. I like Dark Beasts more just because of their scales, but apart from that, Abyssal Demons are better. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a good day. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like below. Comment if you have any questions. Bye.